Hey, what's going on, guys? Ghost619 here, and today what I'm bringing you guys is another top 5. So this week's top 5, it is going to be the top 5 best looking loadouts in Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, and all of these loadouts were commented down below by you guys on last week's top 5, which was the top 5 most underrated elite guns in Advanced Warfare. So next week's top 5, it is going to be the top 5 best master prestige icons in Call of Duty. So this is going all the way back to Call of Duty 4, which that game was the first COD, I believe, to introduce the prestiging system, and that game of course did have a max prestige, and the max prestige emblem, it was pretty cool. So every Call of Duty since Call of Duty 4 has had a max rank, which is a master prestige. So just comment down below which master prestige looks the best to you. The one from COD, the one from COD 4, the one in World of War was actually like a star. So just name a very cool looking master prestige icon, anyone that looks the best to you. So that would be next week's top 5. Hopefully you guys will enjoy this week's top 5. So let's get right into it, guys. So coming up to number 5 spot is going to be the Atlas Tier 1 loadout, and this is received once you hit Master Prestige in Advanced Warfare, not Grandmaster Prestige, because you get a totally different loadout once you hit Grandmaster. But this is the one when you just hit plain old Master Prestige, and actually when you go towards the Prestiges 1 through 15, you actually earn a piece of this whole entire loadout while prestiging, and then at the last prestige, prestige, I think it's prestige 15, or I think it's like when you get to Grandmaster. I'm not entirely sure. It's either you get the exosuit once you hit Grandmaster, or you get the exosuit once you hit 15th prestige. Not Grandmaster, I mean just Master Prestige. So this one does look pretty cool. When there wasn't Grandmaster Prestiges at the time, I thought this was like so cool, man. It does look cool, don't get me wrong, but there are better loadouts that are better looking than this one. So that is number 5, the Atlas Tier 1 loadout. Anyone can earn the whole entire set. All you gotta do is just grind the game out. So that's number 5. So coming up at number 4 spot is going to be the Sentinel Operator loadout, and this looks really cool. This is the loadout with the shark mask, which I've been looking for this shark mask for the longest time, and I actually did get it. So this is an amazing loadout. I gotta say that this is probably the best looking mask in the game. There's a lot of different other just headpieces. There's like of course the Kraken, and this one, and the and just the eco helmet and stuff. Like this one has to be really cool. I absolutely love it. So this is the full entire Sentinel Operator loadout except for the knee pads and the gloves. I just don't have those, but this is basically the full entire thing. I'm just a big sucker for this one. I absolutely love this one, and I actually this sometimes is my main character, but of course the Grandmaster guy, the Grandmaster loadout is my main character, because he doesn't want to show that off, man. But the Sentinel Operator stuff, it's all right there. You earn it from a supply job. You can't earn it from completing via challenges or anything like that, but it looks pretty cool. That is number 4, the Sentinel Operator loadout. So coming up the number 3 spot, it is going to be the royalty loadout, and of course this one has to be really cool. It does stand out, and before there was advanced supply drops, the only pieces of the royalty gear was the hat, the knee pads, the gloves, and the boots. Like that's all there was, just 4 pieces to the royalty loadout. And when the game first came out, and basically if you had all of those, that was the full entire set. But ever since advanced supply drops came out, they've added the royalty loadout, the pants, the exosuit, and the helmet, of course. So yeah, this is basically the full entire loadout except for the knee pads and the royalty hat slash helmet. But I do think that the hat is better, which I do have a black hat and also a green hat, which looks pretty cool. But this is basically the full entire thing. Who does not like that color right there? Color purple is absolutely amazing, and that is pretty much number 3. Who does not like the royalty loadout? I think it's one of my favorites in the game so far. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy this one too. I absolutely do. So that is number 3, the royalty loadout. So coming out the number 2 spot is going to be, of course, more purple gear, and that is the Grandmaster loadout. So you earn this bad boy for grinding out 30 prestiges in AW, and you get this hitting the maximum level. Grandmaster Prestige. So this looks pretty cool. It's actually the reskinned version of the Bloodshed loadout. Like that's the Bloodshed loadout, but purple, which I don't really like. Sledgehammer games, like reskinning everything. Like how there's the Sentinel Operator exosuit. If you guys can go ahead right now if you guys want to. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, but there's the Sentinel Operator exosuit, which I showed you guys previously, and the Atlas Tier 1 exosuit. They're the same exact design, like they're the same thing, but different like color and stuff, and that's what I don't like them to do, like reskin everything. But that's what they did here with the Bloodshed stuff, reskin to be purple, which I think I don't have no problem with this one here. It looks different, it really does. It looks pretty cool. So that is number 2. The Grandmaster's loadout looks absolutely amazing. So that's number 2. Coming out the number 1 spot, in my opinion, the best looking loadout in Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, and that is the Bloodshed loadout, the Bloodshed gear. So I actually don't have the Bloodshed gear like as of recently, so I did have to go to one of my previous videos and actually download the video which had the Bloodshed gear. So yeah, I'm sorry about that, but yeah, this is basically the full entire Bloodshed gear, and it looks absolutely amazing. The color red on this, like the way it just fades and everything, it looks cool. And sorry that it's in slow motion, because I went really fast in this video because this was actually a Prestige video that I downloaded this off of from. So sorry if it's in slow motion. It kind of has to be just to show you guys. But yeah, basically you get the Bloodshed, the whole entire one, once you go on a 30 gun streak or kill streak. So at a 5 kill streak, you get the helmet, of course. Basically, I think that everyone gets the helmet pretty much every game we go into, and then the gloves you get it out of 10. At the pants, I believe is a 15, and at a 20 kill streak, I believe that's the knee pads. Or no, I think it got like confused. The knee pads are 15. The pants are 20, and 25 is actually the whole into the chest piece, and 30 is the exosuit. So that is the Bloodshed loadout for you, man. I think it's the best looking one in my opinion. It's always rewarding to see that, to actually have that, and you go in your pregame lobby, everyone sees your your gear, you're like, oh man, he's probably a good player, So I think it's a pretty cool loadout, and I think in my opinion it has to be the best looking in the whole entire game. So that was this week's top 5. Hopefully you all enjoyed it, and remember, comment down below for next week's top 5, which is going to be the top 5 best looking master prestige icons in Call of Duty. So I'm Ghost619, and I'm out of here. Peace out, guys.